Hey guys, it's Jason of Stealth ASK, and hopefully this audio quality is okay. I've been having problems with the mic. Um, I don't know whether it's a cord or their DAC and amp or whatever, but anyways, before I start this video, I want to give some shout outs to people. Now to start, the main one's going to be John. He mentored me from the beginning. I did play private servers back in 2018, but I did have a lot of knowledge missing from actual reboot when I came back in, I think, 2022 or 2023. Um, my friend Waziax, who taught me bosses back when we played last, as well as helped me through them. A friend named Rafa, and Mod for carrying me each week and making the grind smoother. A buddy named Feather for teaching me Black Mage, Dark Nail, and Vihilla, so I can start running those as well as doing with me. Same goes to my buddy Simple. And last but not least, my two IRL friends that got me into the game, Austin and Noah. So rather than downloading my old videos, I'm just gonna go over my latest video. This was my 2-month progress, and it's gonna show a little bit of what I got done back when I was playing last. So the video just starts out with me yapping, explaining what I was doing. At this point, I was 259. You'll see that I get higher level later in the video. I don't remember what level, but I do have chapters, so we'll go through those. So right here, looks like I hit level 260. There you go. This is 260 finished. This was before the Maple book, so you had to manually do everything. But after this, you have to do the 6 job quest. So this is me talking about me going for Legion. I didn't realize at the time that it stopped at 42 characters. I thought it was 46. So I leveled every single character to at least 120 at the time, trying to get my full Legion board up, which I believe I do end up doing. If we go here, this is going to be my 6th job quest. Um, Here's me leveling up my Legion. I got it to Heroic 4. Let's see if it shows. So this is just me finishing my 6th job quest and getting level 261. Here's my Legion back when I quit. I had 6,000. You only needed 5,500 to get the whole board, I thought. I guess it's 6,500. This is me getting my Deimos shield on my Fire Poison to replace the Pinot. And rolling over it. Is there anything else in this video? Oh, and here are my ending stats. This is also before combat power. So this is what it ended up as. And now we're gonna go to the future, which is now. I've now been playing for about 2-3 months. And I've made quite a bit of progress since here. I actually made progress off this video. I think I got 265. And I also got a few arcane pieces. I guess I never ended up uploading that. But that's okay because I ended up swapping mains over to Nightwalker anyways. To start with, this is my Fire Poison Mage now. It's level 270. And it has 20 to 22 mil depending on if I have bossing on. Combat power, that's because I stopped funding it when it hit 265. I was not impressed with the bossing of this character. It just wasn't fun to me. It was very easy and it did do a lot of damage, especially its 6th job, but I was not into it. I did end up getting you can even tell I only got this to 11 star. I really did not care about this character. I'll also have 4-piece. I could have 4-piece superior set because I have enough tokens for it. I just didn't care at the time. I had arcane gloves, and the rest is Absolab. Um, and that's pretty much all I have to say about this character. I will be funding it soon though, just to make it a C10 meal rather than just Lomian and Lucid and stuff. I want to be able to go a little bit higher just to earn some money over the weeks. And if I didn't mention, just from doing Monster Park Extreme and some dailies, I got it to 270. So it's already an ODM even though I haven't touched farming it for 5 levels. I had a big goal of hitting 8k Legion, just because it gives you the 5 extra character slots, as well as the whole board's open, so you can do many paths. As you can see here, I have multiple different setups that all mix and matched, because as I load up my Legion, I have not gone back and cleaned it. So as I work on this in the background, first of all, I organize all my characters because I'm going to be using a site called Legion Solver, which there is going to be an in-game version of this. There is one in KMS, I believe, but for now you have to do it manually. So I'm going to be using that website to organize and make the best path to get to each one of these blocks. Just to give a quick demonstration, this is the website I use. You can either tab in each one individually, or you can region click. So say I want all the EXP nodes, I'll click here. I can click here if I want, like, say luck or attack, and as long as they're connecting, it'll work, and then it'll auto clear the board. Obviously there's going to be no solutions found because I have detached some of these blocks, but it will find the best way to set up your characters. Right now I have to input all my characters and then find out which tile set I want for each different layout I want to use. So bossing, training, leveling. Now this is me building my Legion. To start with, I start with building my EXP Legion. Unfortunately my mic was having issues, so it didn't record the voice, so I'm just gonna make a voiceover and speed the video up and probably cut some out. But yeah, I finally hit 8k Legion, which took quite a bit of time. I thought it was gonna be, I can probably do it in a day from, 7,500. That definitely wasn't a thing, especially without an event to help me solve it. But yeah, I hit 8k, which is going to be a big step up since it goes from 35 characters to 36 characters, which makes a big difference. And this is me finishing my EXP / grinding training setup. The rest of the tabs I have to go through certain boss tabs and everything because I do have, like I said, a fire poison mage which needs buff duration. Most of my meals don't need buff duration, so I'll also be making a basic version of that, which I'll show all in this video. Now that I'm done with my first board, this is going to be my training board. The hard part is done. The hard part was putting in all my characters and making sure I had the right ones, because as you can tell, they give stat buffs when you actually implement them, which you can see by the member bonuses here. This is going to be my farming, as I have EXP, normal damage, and crit damage. You don't really need IED for most normal mobs, and for normal damage, this doesn't affect bossing at all. If you read it, it actually says on it right there that it only affects normal enemies. Same thing for boss damage, it doesn't affect normal enemies, only bosses. So this is going to be for training only, and then I got the rest to go. This is how my setup looks. I put all my characters in the side, and then I click the regions I wanted. Now on to the rest. Now this is going to be like the 10th time I've tried recording this. My voice is a little scuffed. I've been sick for quite a while, but that's not a big deal. I'm on my next board, which is going to be my bossing board. This is going to be my main mule bossing because there's going to be 2 different setups. One for characters like Fire Poison, where they need buff duration, and then one for regular characters where they need just critical damage, IED, and then shoot over the boss damage. This is me finishing my overall bossing tab, just for most characters, including my main, which is Nightwalker. Now, since I've been focusing on Legion, I have neglected this character quite a bit. I do have money to upgrade it, which I will be doing soon, but it is currently at 36 mil combat power. I can get it up to 40 pretty easily, especially with more familiars. As far as my gear goes, I used to have 4 event rings, but I just got the Guardian Angel Slime Ring, and I will be pairing that with the Twilight Mark that I do have. Currently, the Twilight Mark is drop gear, so I will be swapping it with this one, which has 3 line, so it is technically better than the 2 set piece you get from Guardian Angel Ring. Anyways, I have Pat Mark as well, as 2 line. All these should have 2 or 3 lines of luck. Like right here, that's all 2 line. I will have full superior set soon. So I'll be replacing one of these rings because I have 646 gold coins, and I just need 700 to get the extra 30% boss, 30% IED, which is going to be huge. Now, I'm 9 weeks pretty much dry from getting any arcane. Luckily, I finally got an arcane last week, and it happened to be a weapon, and I got boss damage, IED, boss damage. I was going for 2 line attack. Didn't work out, but I got a pretty decent one. This is again 2 line luck. 2 line luck. I had skill cooldown plus stat on this. On my chest, I had 2 line. I had 3 line on my pants. I have 2 line on my cape. I have 2 line on my boots. I have double attack plus stat, and I have double attack plus stat on my WSC. Well, just my SC rather. So yeah, as you can tell, I can pretty easily get it up. I'm hoping for another piece of arcane here soon, but you can only get so much. I also did get a Pat Mark, which is the first one I've ever seen, but I'm scared to go past 17 star because if it bricks, I'm kind of screwed out of it. Anyways, that's my gear for my what do you call it? My Nightwalker. I did pull in Little Nezeko in 2 boxes. Thanks to a friend that helped me out, which was pretty cool. So now I have drop on this. He is also level 270. His arcane symbols are. Let me get to it real quick without fumbling my keys. His arcane symbols are almost maxed, and then his sacred isn't as good. I just got this, but I will be getting it quite a bit higher pretty fast with all these events coming out, especially anniversary. I think they plan on adding more events for this, but otherwise they're 2 level 6 and they work pretty well for my stats. And to end off this video, I do have a drop set, so everything has at least 1 line of drop and 1 line of stat. I can't afford to spend all my money on getting like double line, drop meso, or drop, but I have it on all my pieces just so stuff like that is like loot like from Lucid and Will has a better chance of dropping. If you didn't know, boxes don't count as actual equipment, they count as boxes. So having a greed pendant is just useless pretty much for that. It is useful for a pitch, but I haven't upgraded yet. But yeah, I have about 10 bills saved up over my characters, and I haven't ran my bosses this week. I have it separated through quite a bit of characters. but my main goal is done. Now I can focus on getting my Nightwalker to 275, and then I will probably make another update video. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.